Oh, God. Welcome to an episode of, well, whatever this is called. I'm not sure. We don't have a name for it.
In the Beanbag.
In the Beanbag. Welcome to the podcast. Today I'm joined by Maggie.
Hello.
Hi, Maggie. And we're going to continue on with various topics about songwriting and the life of an amateur musician. So if you would like to sit down and enjoy it, or stand up and keep walking.
Yes, well, I've been told I'm not supposed to say too much, so I will ask a very brief question.
Keep your questions nice and concise.
We're going to talk a little bit about this one song, 15 Diamonds, today, and I wanted you to play a little bit of it for me, if you can, while you're in the beanbag.
Okay.
Do you think you can remember it? You can play it for
It's
us?
so hard for me to remember. I don't have it written down. It is so hard for me to remember how my own songs go. Okay, let me do a little bit.
Okay.
In a beanbag chair. Alone I fear with no one here. Wait forever till you come. Me afraid to look at myself. Oh, all the damage that I've done. The relatives call me Josie's boy. My mother, she called me one track truck. 15 diamonds on a going baby. Testimony to the fact I'm crazy over you. Just a little token to express my love. One for every year I'll take to pay it out when you do. The short version.
Well, thank you. Did you forget the rest?
No, it's just a whole lot of that over and over.
That's great. You said 7 chords?
Yeah, 7 chords. So when I wanted to write a song that used all 7 major chords. So the verses have B, A, E, and then the chorus has F, C, G, and D. So to be able to do that, to have a song with all 7 major chords, they're not all in key. So the verse is in one key and the chorus is in another key. Don't ask me what the keys are.
Okay, I won't. But so you played that really nicely in the beanbag chair.
It's not easy it's not that easy in this beanbag chair.
Do you have to change how your positioning is?
Yeah, so sometimes I play it, which is a good question. Sometimes, because you can play chords in different positions. So you can play an A here, you can play an A here, you can play a C here, you can play a C here, you can play a C here. So different chords, different positions. Like that F is no one likes the open string F, so it's easier here to play the F up here. It's also easier to play these bar chords on electric guitar than on acoustic. It's a little harder on the acoustic. Acoustic you normally like because it has a nice ringing sound when you're playing the open strings. And there's a lot of the song was pretty much written around the open string. Like I play this B and this A. I play the low strings like with my fingers on the fretboard, but I left these 2 bottom strings open, so I play with the pick on the top 4, and I just let my fingers hit those 2 open strings on the bottom.
And so how do you get to an idea like that? Are you just sitting in your living room, just kind of...
A lot of noodling around, just a lot. And so this was just really I must have just hit that sound and go, oh yeah, I like that. And then just kept doing it over and over and over till I got the idea. Oh, there is a lot of squirming around on this beanbag.
Yeah. You comfortable now?
I'm comfortable. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good. So how long does it take you to write a song?
Well, some songs have been written in an afternoon or an evening, and then there are others that I started when I was 18 and they're still not finished. So
Okay.
yeah, there are definitely this the song we're talking about today, 15 Diamonds. Gosh, a long time. It's been kicking around a long time, just not knowing where to go with it, not really having a real clear vision of what where I want it to be. And like some songs, I know as I'm writing it, oh yeah, I know this is rock and roll. I know exactly where I want to go with this song, but I wasn't sure where I was going. And then it really helped that Rob, the bass player, his bass line just really, oh, okay, I got the direction of now where I want to go. Because sometimes that's difficult, is just knowing, where do you want, and really everyone that worked on this song came with an idea that I had no intentions of, because the song is kind of country and kind of sad. And Guillermo, who did the drums, did a really upbeat, really thumping a drum line. Rob came up with something that I had not thought of at all. And then another friend of mine, another Rob, did the guitar work. And the harmonics on it, or like he plays the harmonics, and it's quite fabulous.
That's really neat. Yeah, I was going to ask what was the moment when you started to see what the song could be or what it was going to look like at the end?
Sometimes I get it right away. I go, oh yeah, I can see the vision of this. And there's other times I don't really get it the full until Rob plays bass, and then it was like, okay, now I can really feel where this is going. I like to try.
You guys have been working together for a long time.
Yeah, since 1997.
So he sort of maybe has an idea of where you want to go.
Yeah, usually, and we work good that way. That he, do you like that? No, then he just comes up with something completely different. And he just tells me, just play it over and over. Just play it over and over, and let me keep on working on something till I say, okay, I can't sing this anymore. I'm losing my voice. He made me sing this over enough times. But yeah, that's quite often the way it goes.
So you told me earlier that it takes quite a lot of just sort of noodling around on your guitar to get the songs to sort of start to come together in your head. Where do you do that?
For the most part, I sit on the very corner of my couch. It's so uncomfortable I can feel the wood frame. So I want to, I need to suffer a little bit. So it's either that or what's that thing that they band around your,
I have no idea. Okay. You need to suffer for your art.
I had to suffer for my art.
You have to lie on a bed of nails and play your guitar so you can get
So I sit in this uncomfortable position on the corner of the couch. I have no idea how that started, but as soon as I'm there, I go, okay, let's create something. So a lot of it happens there. There's definitely other places. I mean, I take my guitar here, there, everywhere, down to the beach a lot. I have written a number of songs down on my beach, but most often it's on the corner of the couch.
Okay. Are you writing the songs for the acoustic guitar? Are you writing the songs as you're writing them? Are you thinking about what they're going to sound like with the band and all the bells and whistles?
Both. So I always like to make a song sound good. Okay, if I just have just this guitar and I can sit around the campfire and I'm not going to have a band around me, I'm not going to have dancers, I'm not going to have a bunch of people in harem pants and 3 DJs, and so I'm not going to have that. I need to be able to make the song sound as good as I can with just the acoustic guitar.
Do you do a lot of campfire concerts?
Not with this guitar. This cost me almost $3,000, so I'm not gonna.
Because I got a campfire in my backyard.
Yeah,
I'd love to have you come over and
yeah.
play for my neighbors.
I have that. I have the old Takamine. I can bring out the Takamine. But yeah, no, this guitar gets so baby. In fact, I didn't even pull off the plastic off the fretboard for almost 2 years.
Do you like to play for people just in your living room or friends or whatever?
I do. It is. I'd rather play with the band. I'd rather have a band around me. You know, I started music as a rhythm guitarist, my songs, but I'd always give them to a singer. So I could always just stand off to the side, kind of watch how things are going, and okay, that's good. Okay, that's. So once I had to start singing the songs, it's a little more stressful. I like that instant feedback. I like that as opposed to wondering, you know, when something gets produced and out on the streaming, you know, are people liking or not liking? So when you perform for someone, you get that instant feedback. Do you like this song, or you know, what do people like?
Mm-hmm. And when people ask you to play your songs, do you mind?
Well, that's a funny thing about me. I do always feel a bit awkward, and I never think I can play the same song twice.
Is that because you forget them?
Well, I do forget them, but mostly I think, well, I've played this. You've heard this song before. I don't know where I got this in my head that I think that you can only perform a song once. It's like a movie, like, well, you already heard that once. So it is weird, and I gotta get past that where I need to be able to play that song, you know.
Or
and the
you're
people
gonna
have asked me
to
play
write a lot more songs.
Yes. And people have asked me, you know, play whatever song. I go, but you heard that once before.
And I liked it. Play it again.
You play it again. I know. Like, could you imagine if Springsteen only did "Born to Run" one time? Yeah.
That was a legendary.
I can't play that song anymore.
Is it annoying when people ask you about your lyrics and what they mean?
Are you about to ask me about lyrics?
Well, I might. It depends on your answer.
It's not annoying. Some things I don't want to share. Sometimes it's personal for me. I don't want to share where they come from. Sometimes I think that I think that people should just think with, you know, for themselves of what it might mean. I don't always like to spoon feed where I was going with the song. And there are other times I go, it's really not that exciting. It really is just that. I really am just writing about marmalade.
So you're not going to tell me what John Lennon said to you in the dream?
I'm not telling you what John Lennon said to me in the dream.
Okay.
That's only for me. Nobody knows that answer.
Okay. Well, I was going to give that one a try, but maybe I'll just ask you about One Track Troy then.
Oh, that one's easier because that's well known. Yeah, that's something that was heard around the farm a lot. My mother I think she called all of us One Track Troy, both my sisters and my father. I think it's just a thing where when we got something in our heads, we were just determined to see that through, and that's all we were focused on. So One Track Troy was said a lot.
Would that be a personality characteristic that you would say is true of you even to this day?
Yeah. Oh yeah, very, very much so. If I'm determined for something,
you're gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
Okay. So it's nice to hear you just sort of playing around with your guitar.
I just put him to sleep.
He looks pretty comfortable there, that's for sure. He's some inspiration. A new guest on the podcast.
Yeah. Yes.
A musical guest, perhaps. I don't know. So you said that it takes sometimes a really long time to write a song.
Yeah.
So does that mean
40 years?
Does that mean you have songs like sitting around in a drawer somewhere?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a couple of books where I write things down, write ideas. Some songs they're coming along, and I go, oh, it's just not working, and I will go back and revisit them and try something new. You know, as time goes by, you know, you're looking at life through different eyes. Something that I started when I was like 18 might be something totally different at 28, at 38, at 48, etc. So I look, if it's not finished, and even the songs that are finished, there's so many songs I have where I go, you know what, I want to go off another direction, so I keep part of it and I go off with something else. I go, it's my song, I can go and do whatever I want.
So you have to fix all the little bits
Yeah,
that are going to bug you.
Yeah.
But people can give you great stuff and you'll be excited.
Oh yeah, no, I love it when people come up with their own. It really, that is really like the highest compliment I can get. Is when a musician I'm working with, working on my song, and they come up with something. They go, how about this? And I go, that's fabulous. And they've taken the time and the energy to come up with something. It touches my heart. I'm going to get a little teary-eyed here.
It's a gift when people give you their...
It really means so much to me when I know that someone has given thought and care and go, yeah, I think we can make this song even better with, X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
It really means a lot.
Yeah. Well, it seems like a lot of people did that on this song, the 15 Diamonds.
Yeah. There was a lot of love. In fact, I really on every song. The musicians I work always give a lot. I'm always very appreciative of the efforts.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Is it fun? Is it always fun?
Whoa, is it always fun? I don't know if fun is the right word.
No,
Yeah, fun is
not the right word.
Fun is probably not the right word. It's work. It's work. It's my babies are very my little babies are important to me. So I don't know if fun. I just want to get them. I just want to raise them and get them off to university and the hell out of the house and making money.
Some of those babies are hanging around.
I know.
You got to kick them out. You got to kick them out of the nest, Leo.
Yeah.
So what brings me here tonight?
That's very cool. It's really different. How did you get all that stuff in there? How does it come together?
Well, you're used to hearing me sing it like this with an acoustic, but when recorded the vocals, because normally I always do one vocal track. We mix it dead center and then record a second vocal track and just have it a little bit lower. It's called a double track, and just try and thicken up that vocal.
Here I thought there were like Leo clones out there singing alongside you in the studio.
No, just me. But on this particular song, I was able to sing the lead track and then sing it again, and it was so close. It was like, oh my gosh, I've never been able to sing a song so close together. There was no hanging on a note too long or anything. They were so close. I thought, oh, let's take this opportunity to put one vocal left and one vocal right. Just pan them a little bit left and put them in there, so you really hear that stereo. You hear that stereo effect. It's a bit like you don't want to do like a copy paste. If you just copy paste a vocal, then all you're doing is just adding volume. You're not adding any flavor, not adding any thickness. You're just adding volume. But when you can sing two vocals so close together and just kind of pan them a little bit, You won't hear that if you're just listening to it on your little iPhone speaker, but we can talk about how iPhones and Apple have ruined music on another podcast. But
Okay.
for this song, yeah, I really took the opportunity with having these two good lead vocal tracks, and then adding more backup vocal tracks farther left and farther right, just to give more stereo effects. So it sounds cool in the
headphones?
in the headphones.
So we all have to listen to your songs with the
Headphones?
with
No,
headphones.
what I really prefer is if you got one of those big console stereos. Nobody has those anymore. Those big honk, and they look like
My
big
parents had one.
coffins.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I want.
Yeah, just lie down on your back, right?
Yeah,
Between the
yes,
two speakers.
yes.
And crank it.
Yeah. Well, that brings us to the end of another podcast. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you, Maggie, for doing the interview.
Happy to be here.
And we'll see you all again soon.
Okay, great. Do you need me to come over there and help you get out of the
The beanbag?
beanbag deal?
No, I think I'm just staying here for
Oh,
the rest of the day. I'm just going to slowly just slide down.
All
Slide
right.
down.
Say goodbye to Leo, everyone.
Bye.